What's up, guys? You are now partying with Fight Party KO. Come on in, let's party.
IBF International Heavyweight Champion, ranked number 3 in the world by the IBF. Here is the undefeated, heavy-handed Balkan phenom, Filip El Animo.
Boy, look, if you love boxing like we love boxing, you gotta come party with us at Fight Party KO, baby. All right, what we talking about today? Eddie Hearn and his Mike Tyson / Drago heavyweight.
If he dies, he dies.
Filip Hrgovic fighting Daniel Dubois. All right, now I'm not gonna lie. Okay. At first, I had a 50-50 fight. Because Daniel Dubois, he did pretty good against Usyk until he didn't. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a real legitimate body blow. He hit Usyk with, knocked him down. A lot of people are like, oh, Usyk, he was really knocked out by Daniel Dubois. I think if the ref didn't count it as a low blow, Usyk would have got up. But I don't know. He went down quick and hard. And then as soon as you saw the replay, you saw how Daniel Dubois hit him on the belt buckle, and it was like, I think it was a legal shot. So I had Daniel Dubois, you know, his stock kind of raised a little bit, and then he fought Big Baby Miller, and you know, his chin held up against Big Baby Miller, got the win against Big Baby. He has a heavyweight athletic style, but then I saw like this, the 5v5 press, not even press conference, it was like a face-off at the table. And you had a narrator asking questions back and forth. And Filip Hrgovic, boy, I mean, his whole demeanor is, I will break you. They said, Filip, you know, I'm gonna say, Mr. Filip, what do you see about Daniel? What do you see when you see Daniel Dubois?
I see his big biceps that I can see, but I don't see big balls. But you don't fight with biceps, you fight with the balls and with the heart.
They did say you need big balls to fight. And it gave him a look like, I already took your ball a long time ago, you know it. Pause. But what I'm saying is, they had a sparring match a long time ago, and he was like...
You know when?
When?
When you went to hospital.
When?
After the sparring.
You talking?
And you was not 17. Why are you lying?
I was 17.
You was not 17.
Whatever I was.
How old are you now?
Whatever I was, it
How
doesn't
old are
matter.
you now?
Whatever
25?
how did that spar end?
No.
How did that spar end?
Look, how old are you
What
now?
did you say when the spar was over? What spar? I have no experience. You have all this amateur experience. You give me huge gloves. You wear them. You're just a sneaky guy.
I was...
What? So you mean to tell me Filip went to Dubois' gym, beat him up, and sent him to the hospital? Now, granted, they were young. I think Dubois said he was like 17 years old.
I was 17.
He was not 17.
Whatever.
Something like that. But it's still like a mental edge that I think Filip Hrgovic has on. And so I'm leaning a little bit more to Filip, I believe. I've been watching some of their previous fights, and I like the athletic movement that Daniel Dubois has. Hrgovic doesn't really have a lot of athletic movement. I saw the fight with Hrgovic and Zhilei Zhang, and Zhilei was really, you know, getting the best of him at first until he got winded. Both of them were landing big bombs, good hard punches and all that. I do think Filip may hit a little bit harder than Daniel Dubois, but Daniel Dubois moves a little bit better.
I mean, he's you know, orthodox. He has the basic style. He's a little bit slow, and you can see his punches coming. You know, he don't have great defense, so it was easy. It's easy. He has easy style, you know. He's not
has a little bit more athleticism with his movement, but at the same time, Eddie Hearn has been campaigning for Hrgovic for a while now. I mean, it's like this fight was supposed to be like for the IBF title. It seemed like Eddie Hearn had something to do with Usyk getting stripped, but I think they reversed it, so Usyk is still going to keep his belt so that the rematch can be for undisputed against him and Tyson Fury.
So we looking at maybe...
I don't know. I mean, like I said, the news yesterday from the IBF changes things a little bit in the respect of basically the winner of Fury Usyk has to fight Filip Hrgovic or they'll be stripped, and they're not going to. They're going to
make an AJ Hrgovic.
That's the fight, and I believe that fight will happen potentially for the world title.
And so I think Eddie Hearn has something maybe to do with that stripping, and tried to get this to be a title fight between Filip Hrgovic and Daniel Dubois. Because I think he wants it to be a title fight. Like if Hrgovic beats Daniel Dubois, then they're trying to set up the Hrgovic versus Anthony Joshua fight. See what I'm saying? And then that'll be a title fight. See what I'm saying? And both of them are under Eddie Hearn. See what I'm saying? Yeah, so there's a few layers to unpack on some of this stuff, and I'm trying to unpack them for you, baby. So that's why y'all gotta make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to Fight Party KO, because we getting to it over here. It's a big party. We see these belts over here, players. We partying over here. You see the pool table back there. We partying over here. So I mean, so listen up and listen to what we talking about over here, baby. Because what I'm talking about is this Filip Hrgovic versus Daniel Dubois. And it was 50-50. Now I think I got it like 51-49 for Filip. Seemed like he just got the mental edge and mental advantage over Daniel Dubois. Now, it might have struck some fire into Daniel Dubois. He's like, no, I got to get that back. I was 17 and now I'm way better. Y'all saw me drop the pound for pound heavyweight champion of the world, the undisputed. Y'all saw me dropping with a clean body shot. You saw me beat Big Baby Miller. You see Turki Al-Sheikh keep inviting me back to Saudi Arabia to fight on his cards. I'm ready. Hrgovic been back to Saudi Arabia a few times too. I think like this is 4th time. So both of them are kind of familiar and comfortable and got their confidence up. I think it's kind of 50-50 on paper, but I think the slight edge will go to Hrgovic because of the old sparring match.
You just a sneaky guy.
And because of the demeanor and the way he talks, I will break you. He talks in that kind of language, you know. It's like a Croatian Drago, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little intimidating. But at the same time, Daniel Dubois, you know, he got the shoulders and the traps, player, so that could be a little intimidating.
His big biceps that I can see, but I don't see big balls.
You know what else? He just found out, Hrgovic just found out that this ain't gonna be an IBF title fight. And to see his face, he was like, he was being interviewed and they were like, so what do you feel like it's not gonna be for the IBF title? He was like,
I mean, that was planned from the beginning.
Yeah.
So what changed now?
This week they're saying that it may not be the case.
Who said?
That seems to be the talk.
You?
No, it seems to be the talk online.
I don't know, man. I expect to be for the title. That's what I was told. But I don't know.
Okay. When I spoke to Frank Smith of Matchroom, he said it was still being decided, and Daniel said that he didn't think the title was on the line.
Don't listen to Daniel. He's not so smart.
and you can hear the interviewer was like, I mean, it wasn't me. I mean, I ain't making this up. Like, they just said it. He was like, no. In the contract and what they told me, this is supposed to be a championship fight for IBF. So now that it's not, I wonder if that's going to kind of drop his spirits down and kind of, take a little bit of that fire away from him. Not sure. They also interviewed him on Usyk. He was like, yeah, I want this fight with Usyk too. He was like, Usyk seemed like he got greedy belly. He said right now he has greedy belly. They're always making provisions for him. Because they said in another interview, they said, so what do you think? Like, Usyk asked for some provisions to keep the IBF belt so it could be another undisputed fight in the rematch. He was like, I think Usyk has had his time. He's now getting greedy belly. He needs to give me an opportunity and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if his fire is gone or his fire might have been raised. Don't know. But I do know this. You gotta have big balls to fight. So it's your boy AWLMIT. We got Juice God back there in the back. Together we are Fight Party KO. Let me know who you think gonna win, what round and why. It's the 5 versus 5, 5v5. Eddie Hearn versus Queensbury. Alright? So let me know what you think in the comment sections. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. It's gonna be a nice weekend of fighting, baby. I love it. And I